Man, my toughest breakup, bro, and obviously the fallout on that breakup was obviously, sorry, obviously I had my son in that out of that breakup, but I remember breaking up with my co-parent, and that was like the hardest decision I ever had to make because of the fact of you already know as a man when you leave a woman, especially when you have a young child together, the automatic narrative is if you're leaving your family, and I remember thinking to myself like, bro, I tried so hard to make it work. I tried my hardest, and I was just fed up, and I knew once I walked out that door for the final time, it was going to be the narrative of, oh, he doesn't want to be a dad, or he's leaving us, instead of like, oh, no, I'm just leaving this woman. Still going to be a dad. Obviously, you know my relationship with my son. I see my son damn near 3-4 days a week. Was it 6 days a week if I have him that weekend? So I love being with my kid. Yeah, like I love being a dad. But I remember struggling on making that decision to break up with her because of our son. Right. And I remember thinking to myself like, yo, how am I going to do this? I can't do this. I'm going to have to just tough it out because of, I may not be happy now, but hey, my son's going to be the happiest kid on earth seeing mom and dad together all the time. But now, hindsight being 2020, my son is 10 times happier now that we're not together.
You made the best decision because, and I'm not saying about my parents, because my parents are best friends right now, love each other. They're great. But when I was 11 and my parents divorced, and they brought me and my younger brother into a room, and they divorced, I remember how bad that hurt because I thought my parents were going to be together forever. And I remember breaking down crying. At 11 years old, I understood the dynamic of the situation. And that feeling made me like think of like, I don't want to put my kids, my significant other, through that tough decision to the point where it's like, that's why how we're dating now and how I'm looking at things now. If I'm quick to like, if we're not working, let's not do it because I want to find the person that is forever with. So I don't have to have my kids being that, hear those words. Me and your mom didn't work out. We got to separate. Yeah. It's not a great feeling. And so it's great for like your son at an early age didn't have to capture that feeling. And y'all made the healthy choice that was better for both of y'all and your son at the same time.
Yeah. Sometimes I still think about this from time to time. Like, damn, not also like that I make the right decision. It's just more so like, as a black man, I'd hate to be the guy who made another broken home. Right. But in my son's case, it's not a broken home. Like, he still sees mom and dad happy together. When it comes to his birthdays, parent-teacher conferences, doctor's appointments, neither of us miss anything. Right. We're more than happy being co-parents and working out and raising a beautiful young boy. Especially, obviously, it's well known. My son is on the spectrum. It's well known. And for us to have that foundational piece of, hey, before the love, the sex, the toxicity, the indiscretions on both sides, like, we were friends. Yeah. Like, we need to find that friendship again and raise this child, I'm not going to say the right way, raise this child where it's a situation and he doesn't even have to remember that when last time he see his mom and dad kiss. Right. Because in his eyes, he never seen mom and dad kiss. Right. We broke up before he was like 8 months old. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think now when it comes to dating now, right? Yeah. To circle back to the main point, when it comes to dating now, I don't have the hesitation now to cut off a relationship or break up. Because I'm like, bro, I went through the toughest breakup you could possibly go through when it comes to co-parenting relationship, somebody that you were in love with, that you had a child with, that you thought you were going to be with forever, person I thought I was going to marry. Like, I broke up with that. Right. I do not care if you don't like me because I chew my gum too loud. I don't care if you think I'm going to stay with you forever just because I tell you, like, yo, you are a heavy drinker, you need to settle down, and you don't know how to handle your liquor. I'm still going to leave. Right. I went through another breakup that was tough. This ain't nothing for me. Right. And I'm fine. I'm comfortable in my own skin to know that what I'm going to tolerate, what I'm not going to tolerate, what I am going to love, what I'm not going to love. I think that's an issue with a lot of people that don't love themselves, something that you mentioned before with therapy. A lot of people don't love themselves, so they'll deal with the toxic breakup and stay there
Mm-hmm.
and consistently go through that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they finally leave, they're like, yo, I wasted years with this person because you didn't see that self-love in yourself to understand, like, hey, I'm a beautiful black man. I'm a beautiful black woman. I can leave this. I don't need this.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty other fish. There's literally plenty of fish in the sea.
Yeah.
Like, there's two, like, we had the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
My DMs on a daily basis is going crazy. Mm-hmm. There's plenty of fish in the sea. Mm-hmm. I'm not even interacting with those people. And I know there's plenty of fish in the sea.
Yeah.
So why would I sit here and allow you to stress me out? Allow you to make me feel like I'm less than. Allow you to fuck up my psyche to the point where when I look in the mirror, I'm like, damn, who's that guy I'm looking at? Or same thing for a woman. Why would you let any man do that to you?
Right.
Like, bro, just move on. It's gonna be tough. Like,
Yeah.
let's say it. I'm just gonna be real, child. It's not gonna be easy. I'll be the first one to tell you. Tre just spoke about his breakups. I've spoken about my breakups. It's not gonna be easy. I'll be the first one to tell you that. But I'd rather you suffer for 2 weeks of sadness rather than 20 years of bullshit. And that's real.